Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting nervous.
I'm missing the game. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm good. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I am joined obviously by my boyfriend Nick, who has very generously agreed to come back on my channel for another Q&A. I had posted on Instagram asking you guys to give me questions about pregnancy like a month ago, and then a couple days before we filmed this, I asked if there were any additional questions you might have for Nick, and there were like hundreds of them. So instead of focusing on pregnancy, I thought I would kind of do like an interview style Q&A where I ask Nick questions and then I can chime in and yeah, we can answer some of them together, okay? Before we get started, I quickly want to mention the sponsor of today's video, which is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is completely confidential online therapy that you can do from the comfort of your own home. I know that I've talked about this on my social media, but Nick and I have been doing therapy together for the last 6 or so years. We do couples therapy, and I think it's really benefited our relationship. We've also done individual counseling separately throughout the course of dating, and I think it's just really helped us a lot. I'm somebody who believes that most people can benefit from therapy. I know it can be intimidating, but it's nothing to be ashamed about, and it's just a really helpful tool. So BetterHelp is a platform that makes therapy really easy to get into. To sign up, you just fill out a questionnaire online, and then you are matched with a therapist in just 48 hours. After that, you can begin scheduling your sessions right away, and they offer video, phone, or live chat sessions, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. They have over 20,000 therapists in their network with expertise in all different areas, so they will help match you with somebody that specifically is aligned with your needs. If you would like to try BetterHelp, you can check out the link in my description box below, which is www.betterhelp.com/itsblitz, and you will get 10% off your first month of therapy. Okay, Nick, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so basically I have written down a ton of your questions, and I'm just going to start asking you, and if there's anything that you don't feel comfortable, you can just say pass.
Okay.
Okay? So this is a really popular question. Did you guys always know you wanted kids, and how did you know you were ready?
What was the question?
Did you guys always know you wanted kids, and how did you know you were ready?
I feel like the last several years I've kind of had a sense of I want to have a kid maybe at some point, but like never felt, and I don't know, I just never felt really ready. I don't know, I don't still feel like 100% ready. I feel really excited.
I feel like for me, well, these are mostly questions for Nick, but I'll just chime in and say that I always thought I wanted a family. I always knew I wanted a family at some point. I just didn't know what that would look like. So I was open to having a kid, adopting, fostering, any of those things. Do you know how to change, does Nick know how to change a diaper?
No.
Honestly, I don't know how to do it either. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
At what age did Nick start getting gray hair? He is such a handsome silver fox.
Oh my God, 18.
Okay, so yes, everyone always asks this question. People always ask if we have a huge age gap. Nick is 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
He has way more hair than me, to be honest, and it's like really nice hair. It's just gray.
It's definitely, like it's escalating.
It's getting grayer. Well,
yeah.
Wait till you have a kid.
It's happening quickly.
Don't read the questions over my shoulder.
Okay.
Do you like the cats, or do you tolerate them for Julia?
Both. I'd rather not have 4, but I mean, I care about the cats.
Yeah.
It's too many cats.
It's a lot. Here's another question that is not related to the baby, but so many people asked. Can you describe your job and how you got into it?
I'm a songwriter primarily. So typically I work with artists and bands in the studio. It's usually like me and a producer or another songwriter and an artist or like a whole band, and we write a song together. So my job is typically like I'll play guitar, I'll like maybe come up with some guitar chords and play guitar. My job kind of varies from day to day, but pretty much like coming up with the concept of a song, lyrics, melody, guitar chords, kind of like any or all of those, and then collaborating with other people. And I got into it I started playing guitar when I was 8, and then just was in bands and stuff since I was like 10. I don't know, I was just in bands and on and off tour for a long time, and then kind of like accidentally got into writing music for other people.
Yeah. And people asked me if you were a trained musician, but you're like self-taught.
No, my dad taught me guitar when I was a little kid, and then I took lessons for 7 years from this amazing guy, Daniel Lauer in Santa Barbara. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't actually, I took a couple of songwriting classes at Santa Barbara City College. I don't know if I like learned so much from the classes, but it was really beneficial because every week you had to write a song and then get up in front of the class and sing it. And then the teacher would like critique you in front of everyone. It was just obviously like kind of uncomfortable, and I think it was like really good and helpful for me to get over any kind of stage fright or just like discomfort with like that kind of vulnerability.
Yeah. Okay, good answer.
But also, I don't think you need to finish high school. I dropped out of, I got my diploma, but I dropped out of a city college. I would
That's
never,
confusing.
This doesn't matter. But like, my point is like, I would never ever recommend someone go to school if they want to get into music. That's like,
I don't know if we can put that in the video.
I think it's
okay,
a waste of time. Obviously, like there's tons of examples that would prove that wrong. That's just my opinion.
For you, school wasn't a good fit.
I did not like school, but I really think like for music specifically, unless you're like studying violin at like Juilliard or whatever, it's like, I think it's a waste of time. I think there's like real life experience that's
more valuable.
Yeah, more valuable and free.
Okay. So, will you ever bring your daughter into the studio?
Sure.
You guys gonna make songs together?
Sure, if she wants to.
This is a question you don't have to answer, but a lot of people ask, do you find it hard to handle sobriety working in an industry like music?
No, I don't think so, but like I see how it can be challenging. I think it's, for me, generally just easier to like operate in life without drugs and alcohol. I've toured sober and I've toured not sober. It's just easier being sober for me, even though it's like there's a lot of downtime and boredom and like obviously a lot of drinking and drugs, kind of depending on the tour that you're on. People smoke weed and sometimes drink like a little bit in sessions, but like I'm not really around too much of that. At least the people that I work with are there to work. Generally, I'm not really around like that much of it. It's not, I don't feel tempted.
Well, thanks for answering that. I like you without drugs and alcohol a lot.
Thank you.
Oh, someone said, not a question, but I'm a huge fan of Machine Gun Kelly's Bloody Valentine still, and a fan of you and Julia as a teen.
That's nice, thank you.
Now we're getting into some questions about pregnancy and baby. What has the first, second, and third trimester been like for you, Nick? Like, what has the pregnancy experience been like on your end?
I mean, I feel excited and a bit nervous, but my life hasn't really changed yet, you know? I mean, you've been pretty chill for the most part, so it's like, it's not like our interactions have really changed that much, or, I don't know, it's like in a weird way, not really completely real to me yet, because...
Doesn't feel completely real to me either. I mean, like I can feel the baby physically moving around inside of me, which is a crazy feeling, but the actual realization that we're having a kid still doesn't feel fully real. Like it hasn't settled in. I don't know when it does. Maybe when the kid's like 10. I don't know. But it definitely hasn't. So if you guys can tell us your experiences on that, that would be great. Like it still feels like not real.
Interesting. Yeah.
Are you going to take time off of work when the baby is born?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm kind of planning on taking some time off, but keeping an open mind depending on what comes up for work.
Yeah, my mom is also going to be here. She's coming before my due date, so she's gonna help us kind of like get ready, and she'll be here to help. Like if Nick has to work or there's a job that comes up that he should maybe consider doing, my mom will be here, and we have family around the area to help as well. So we're really lucky for that. What do you think Julia's strength as a mom will be?
I think I think you're really good at like research and like learning a lot about something that you are interested in or need to inform yourself on. Does that make sense? Is that good grammar?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you'll just be like a really good mom in general and good caretaker and like, I don't know, I'm not answering this well. Let's move on.
Nick, that was nice, and then you botched it at the end. How was it on your end dealing with miscarriage? Like, was it hard? Was it challenging?
The first time I didn't feel anything at all.
That was like a really early one. If you guys haven't been following my channel, that was like a chemical pregnancy, so it was very, very early on. So you didn't feel attached.
I like did not feel emotional about it at all. I felt bad for you. And the second time, I felt kind of like fucked up about it for maybe about a month. It was like a little further along, a bit more graphic, obviously like way more upsetting for you. But yeah, it definitely affected me a lot more than I would have guessed.
Yeah.
Felt like kind of like in a bit of a haze for a month or so.
Yeah, you often have like delayed kind of emotional reaction to big events. Do you think the cats will like the baby?
I think
Hanley
I think
will.
they won't care except for Hanley.
Yeah, I think
I don't think the other ones are gonna care.
You think Chili won't care? She's gonna be so scared. What's been your favorite baby-related purchase so far? Pretty much, I'm just gonna say we haven't bought a ton of stuff, but most of the things for the baby I have bought. However, you did buy something that was really cute.
What?
The little Vans. Nick bought a tiny, tiny pair of baby Vans, and he bought like a little Patagonia jacket, which was really cute.
I got a too.
What? Nick, that's not funny. You can't say that. Do you think you have a realistic idea of the amount of responsibilities involved in having a kid?
No.
Okay. Are you going to show your daughter on social media? Yeah, we're not, I don't know. I know everyone has like a different take on this, but we won't be like avoiding it.
I'll probably just Photoshop like another person's baby's face over our baby.
Yeah, we're not gonna like do the blurred out face thing. We just wanna...
I don't think anyone cares. I don't think I mean, maybe people that follow you will be like, oh, that's cute, it's a cute baby, but no one who fucking cares what someone's baby really looks like. If it's not your own kid, who cares?
I think people do the like weird blurring out and stuff for privacy, I guess.
Cause like, so their kid doesn't get kidnapped? Or people don't do like gross things with pictures?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
And that's... Moving on.
Okay. Do you think you and Julia will have similar parenting styles?
I think probably for the most part, I don't think everything, no.
I think there's things that we probably won't agree on, but I think we'll be able to talk about them and compromise.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be more of a strict parent? I think you will be, personally.
I mean, strict how?
I feel like you'll be more strict, I don't know, once our kid has friends and it's like a social life, I think you're gonna be more strict with like who she's driving with, who she's hanging out with, and like what she's doing than I will.
Yeah, maybe. I think you will be, yeah, maybe more strict like when she's younger.
Yeah. Do you have predictions for the features of the baby? Like who will have Julia's eyes, Nick's nose, etc.? That's not true.
Oh, because the ultrasound like 4 months ago?
I was thinking about this the other day. I had an ultrasound very early on. I think it was in the first trimester. And our baby had just like the cutest tiny little nose. And we were like, oh, the baby has Nick's nose because he does have a really small sculpted nose. And then...
I have a small nose?
You have like a...
I don't have a big nose.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean like, is it small?
It's like...
Is it small?
it's like a nose job nose, but you never had a nose job. It's straight, it's even, and it's not huge. Anyways, so we were like, we think the baby kind of has Nick's nose. And then like a month later, we had another ultrasound. Except the baby like moved while he was taking a picture in the ultrasound, and the nose. And so it was like this huge blur. It looked like a really big like hook nose. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And Nick was immediately like, oh no, I think the baby has your nose. Which was rude as hell.
You have a good nose.
Anyways, that happened. Okay, so do you guys think you want more than one kid?
I don't know.
I would like more. At this point, now in pregnancy, I feel suddenly like I want like 10. Not actually 10, but I feel like I want more than one, for sure. I want to ask you a couple more questions about you personally. Will you ever release your own music again? Did you ever get off your label?
Yeah, I got out of my deal.
Nick was in a record contract for years.
Yeah, I was signed for like, for 8.5 years. Yeah, I got out, I think, toward the beginning of this year.
It was a long process.
Yeah, I was trying for years. I went through 4 different lawyers.
So it was, I mean, it was like a bad deal.
Oh, it was fucking terrible. It was a terrible deal.
And it was the only record deal that you've ever had, right?
It was the only one that I mean, had signed like as a solo artist, yeah.
So will you ever release your own music?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't like hate all the music that I put out when I was with them. I barely put any out, but
yeah, they didn't really let you put any out.
But I don't know. I just like associate that name with that time of my life, and it was like pretty difficult. I kind of want to put music out just for fun, but also I mean, I write music for myself. I record it at home, but I kind of want to record it honestly just so I can listen to it in my truck when I drive around. I don't really care if anyone hears it. Maybe I would send it to a few friends.
I think you should release music because I think it's really good.
Yeah, thanks.
What song that you've done with another artist are you the most proud of out of like everything you've done? I know what you're gonna say. I think the MGK album, even though that's not like a song.
Well, it's not a song.
But it's like a project. I feel like you were most excited to do it. You were most, I don't know. You put a lot of work. Like basically when the pandemic started is when I feel you somehow started getting so much work that you really enjoyed.
That's totally true. But yeah, I mean, we started the To Kiss My Downfall album, we started like right before COVID happened, like a few months before, and then finished it during early COVID. Yeah, I really loved that process. I guess it's kind of relevant that it was COVID because we were like not in like a bubble, but we were just in the studio every day and I wasn't really seeing anyone else. So it was like really nice to have that consistency and just work with the same people every day. It was really fun. I felt like we were all kind of just having fun with the process.
Honestly, Nick was gone so much. He would work like really, really late nights. Sometimes he would come home at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And you were spending often more time in the studio with these people than you were with me or with anyone else. It's like you were dating. You were all dating.
That's exactly what it was like. We were all dating.
3 people asked this question. 3 people, and I'm not sure if it was just one person from different accounts, and they said, does MGK smell good?
That was the question? Mm-hmm. Was it phrased the exact same way?
I don't remember. Does Machine Gun Kelly smell good? I actually can answer this.
Okay, I don't know if I can answer that, so go ahead.
When I was in my first trimester, I think I was like 13 weeks pregnant actually. I was at home by myself. I was in the backyard, like literally like shaving my legs. I had horrible, horrible first trimester acne. And Nick was like, oh, Colson's in the neighborhood. He's gonna stop by our house with Megan. And our house was like absolutely a wreck. I looked insane, like literally insane. And I was like, wait, Megan Fox is like coming to our house, like the hottest person in Los Angeles in 5 minutes. So I like frantically like tried to put myself together. And then they came to our house and I gave them a hug and they both smelled really, really good. Okay. Maybe it's also because I feel like my sense of smell through pregnancy has been heightened, but I vividly remember that they both smelled really good. What was it like playing on Saturday Night Live?
It was super fun. It was pretty surreal. It was really cool, like just being on that set and playing on that stage after watching so many episodes of the show and performances, different bands playing there. I don't know, when I was growing up, I used to watch it a lot, so it was super cool.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the most fun experiences you've had in music, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
I feel like when you came home, you were like kind of on like a high.
Yeah, I felt kind of high for like a week.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
When Nick was gone, because it was in New York, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't remember.
From New York. Yeah, it was in New York.
So yeah, Nick flew to New York, and I went over the day that he played on Saturday Night Live. I walked over to my neighbor's house, and it was like me, my neighbor, her husband, and her husband's family, and we all watched it, and everyone was like screaming, and we were like so excited, and it just felt like honestly really crazy.
That's cool.
It was really cool. Okay, 2 more questions.
Okay.
What's one trait you hope the baby gets from Julia? Answer carefully.
I'd say your intelligence.
You mean that?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. So you think I'm really smart?
Next question.
The last question is, are you freaking out yet about being a parent? And are you feeling any sense of sadness for your life changing, your old life changing?
I'm not like freaking out, but yeah, I guess I feel a bit sad at times. I mean, like I said, I'm really excited. It feels real. Like I know this is happening,
but it hasn't like settled.
No, but it hasn't totally set in. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really trying to like, I feel like, I don't know, like a bit bored with things because I'm really anticipating the baby coming, but also I'm trying to really enjoy this time. And yeah, I think
you feel a bit bored with like,
I don't know, just like everything, like work and whatever. I'm just like, all right, cool, this is cool, but like, let's get to the baby getting here.
I know you said that. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You said that recently.
But also,
I get that. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I think also I really love spending time by myself. It can be pretty, not even like really in a bad way, I don't think, but like kind of selfish with my personal time, I think sometimes. I just know that's like maybe super obviously gonna change a lot. So yeah, I feel a bit sad about that.
That's fair. Oh wait, there's one more question. Is Julia the best thing ever?
Obviously.
Okay. I think we've answered a lot of questions. So thank you, Nick, for being on my channel.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for answering all these awkward questions that I know you didn't want to answer, but you did to be a good sport. Thank you guys for joining us for another video. There's actually like so many more questions, and I have a whole list of questions pertaining to like pregnancy and like having a birth plan and all that stuff that I thought I would touch on in another video. So if you guys want to see that, let me know below. If you guys have any more questions for Nick, you can also leave those below. And thank you so much for being here. We will see you in the very near future. And in 2 months, we will have a baby. So see you then. Okay, bye.
Bye.